Before I go on what is probably going to be the most passionate and rage-filled rant I have ever gone on in my life, I would like to give my condolences to Corey Comparator and the rest of the Comparator family, and I also wish the other victims who were shot a swift recovery, and I wish them well.
Oh, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Last night, I saw a video that Jeremy from the Quartering uploaded titled, "Trump Just Got Shot." I'll link his video down below. Here's the long and short of it. Last night, on January 13th, at a Trump rally, somebody attempted to assassinate Donald Trump. They managed to shoot him in the ear, missing his head by about a centimeter. The shooter is this guy. His name is Thomas Matthew Crooks. Honestly, I expected him to be named Billy Bob with a face like this. Look at this guy's face. Look at it. He looks like a cartoon character who just got hit dead center in the face with a baseball bat. I dare you to tell me I'm wrong. I don't think I've ever seen anybody with a face like this. It both screams, I'm a leftist cuck, and I'm an inbred hillbilly at the same time. And unless his parents are characters from a George R. R. Martin story, I think we know which one he is.
Well, actually, Karma, he was a registered Republican, so he can't be a leftist.
Listen closely, Poindexter. This guy being registered as a Republican makes him about as much of a Republican as tattooing the word Marxist on my forehead makes me a Marxist. Last I checked, it's not the right or center of the political aisle with a homicidal hatred of Trump. Even the never-Trumpers on the right and center don't hate him this much. It is not the right or center, or even the moderate left, that is calling for violence in the streets. It is not the moderate left to the center right that is doing a King Henry VIII, will no one rid me of this meddlesome priest. All that shit is coming from one side of the political aisle. It is coming from the far left. And anybody who tells you otherwise is full of shit. I want to make it clear that the only person responsible for that shooting was Thomas Matthew Crooks, the would-be assassin. The media, with their King Henry VIII, will no one rid me of this meddlesome priest bullshit by calling Trump Hitler almost every day for years at this point is not at fault for this. With that being said though, that does not mean that we should turn the eye of Sauron away from them. They are still absolutely responsible for raising the temperature to a boiling point. It turns out that when you lie repeatedly about somebody, saying that they are going to end democracy, that they are going to effectively destroy our republic, and you do so repeatedly, it's only going to be a matter of time before somebody takes that seriously and decides to try and be a hero of the republic. When the media calls Trump Hitler, they know what they are doing. They know that they are raising the temperature. Now presumably the media is going to make the rounds feigning shock at how this could have possibly happened. How could this have possibly happened? I don't know, you keep amping everybody up about how democracy is going to end. Today, Tom McDonald uploaded a new music video, which he made in just under a day after he learned about Trump getting shot, which is fucking awesome. And there's a part in the song that I want to share with all of you that I think resonates with a lot of people right now.
I used to think that the woke were misguided, but now I can see that they're evil. Twitter is angry that Trump isn't dead. You know who got shot? Innocent people.
The far left was never about kindness and empathy and blah and virtue signal of the day. They are the angriest, the most hate-filled people on the planet. And I don't know if they were always like this or they turned into this at some point, but all that matters right now is that they are. Go onto X and look up people yelling at the wannabe Lee Harvey Oswald. There are so many leftists right now screaming that he missed Trump. They do not give a fuck about the Republic. They want their guy in office, and they don't care what line they have to cross, or what social norm they have to break, or what institute they have to burn to the ground. They are pure evil, and many people woke up to that yesterday. I'm not going to go over every single influencer's reaction and every other random Joe's reaction, because the main point of this video is this. What a lot of people are missing, including people I like Ben Shapiro, is that last night was not an attack on Donald Trump. Last night was an attack on us. In 2016, Donald Trump said it is not him the far left hates. It is us the far left hates. He's just in their way. And he is still, to this day, 100% correct about it. These people are our enemy. Ben Shapiro did an episode today, and he said something at the end that I partially disagree with.
And remember, folks, your fellow Americans are not the enemy. Your fellow Americans are not the enemy. Stop labeling your fellow Americans a danger to the future of the republic sufficient that they must be eliminated from American life or we're not going to last as a country. And that's particularly directed at one political campaign right now and one side of the media infrastructure, which have been saying this trash for years on end.
I agree with 99% of what he said. The 1% that I disagree with is the idea that no American is an enemy. Look, this is just me, but if you spend an entire summer setting small businesses on fire over a thug that was allegedly murdered, but it turns out wasn't actually murdered, he just died from a fentanyl overdose, when you pull down historical monuments, when you inflate the currency to the point where nobody can afford anything, and when you are outraged and angry at an assassination attempt towards a presidential candidate, and the anger is caused by the would-be assassin's failure, you sound like an enemy to me. If that's not an enemy of America, I don't know what is.